Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's topic is the pros and cons of being an anchor or a comparer. Now you might be wondering what an anchor or comparer is or what he or she does. Well, an anchor or comparer is the host of the show. So he or she practically is the one who welcomes you into the show saying, "Hello everyone, welcome back," and the person who also ends the show saying, "Thank you all and have a great day," and also continues the show in the middle. That person is called an anchor. And I have had the privilege of being an anchor many times. So that's why I decided to make this video on what are the pros and what are the cons. So let's begin. So the first pro is that you are the star of the show. When you're a star of the show, everyone's eyes are on you and you're literally the main person of the show. But this is also a consequence, but we'll come back to that later. Being a star of the show is great because you actually are the one who's running the show, not the people who are dancing or singing or even doing the talk show. Without you, that show wouldn't be complete. Pro number 2, you can see the whole show. So this is very common in my school that whoever participates in like the choir or in a dance, you come, you dance, and then you go back to your classroom. That's it. You do not get to see the whole show. But if you're an anchor, you get to see the whole show. I mean, from the start till the end, and it is always magnificent. I mean, I don't have words for it sometimes. Pro number 3. This is the best one yet, and it's that you get to skip classes. I mean, that's very true. So an anchor has to be there during the whole show because he or she comes in between the performances and at the start and the end. So his or her presence is very important. Also, this is very common in my school. Whenever I was an anchor, so I used to have to be there for the practice the whole day. So imagine there are 8 periods in school. Then out of 8, at least 6 periods I would be away from the class and I would be practicing in the auditorium. So that is also very common. And sometimes that actually feels good because imagine you have vision class of a chapter you have already revised 3 times. Then you're going to skip that and come and have more fun while anchoring. Pro number 4, you are trusted very much. This is actually very important because whoever is hosting the show, so imagine my school is hosting the show, then my school has to have enough trust in me to be able to be an anchor and control the entire show. That is also very important. That actually gives you a sense of pride because you are the one who is being trusted with such a big responsibility. So yeah, you are trusted very much. So now let's look at the cons. Con number 1, you are the star of the show. You cannot make a mistake. I mean, truly, sometimes if the show is like 6 hours long, which means the entire school's annual day or something, you have more than 100 lines that need to be inside your brain. I mean, you cannot even have one small mistake because then everybody's eyes are on you and you only. I mean, imagine you're speaking something and all of a sudden you have to sneeze. If you're in a choir, that really doesn't make that much problem because everybody else is singing with you. But if you're an anchor, then it can be a huge problem. Like imagine, "Hello everyone, I welcome you all." I mean, you have to sneeze. That is very awkward. Consequence number 2, you have to skip classes. I mean, sometimes this is so frustrating because I told 6 out of the 8 periods I'm outside of the class. And that has been going on for almost a month. You are so behind on your schoolwork and your exams are literally in the next week. It gets frustrating after a while because your teacher's like, "Why haven't you completed this?" The teacher who is coordinating the entire performance is like, "Come, I need you for the practice." So it just gives you a lot of stress. My first period is science. I have to go down for practice. So what I do, I take someone else's maths book, do all my maths work, give it back, then take the science book, do all the science work, and give it to my teacher. Like that. it gets very frustrating after a while. Consequence number 3. You have to see the whole show. I mean, no matter how much of a majestic it may be, but the practice before that, you have seen it over 100 times. I mean, there have been times that I've memorized every single person's line, all the songs in the choir, and even the dance. That is the amount of practice we put into this. And so, in the end, you are literally crossing your fingers and hoping for this to end because you're like really tired of seeing the same thing over and over again. Consequence number 4. You are trusted too much. I mean, there have been times that I forgot my lines and I was like, oh my god, okay, what was next? And you're literally just having a mic in your hand and standing like, That really, like, in the afterwards, it really like breaks your heart because your teachers have trusted you to do such a big job and you couldn't even do this. And sometimes the trust is really, really stressful because you have the trust from your teachers to represent your school in front of everyone or represent anything in front of everyone. So that's like really, really painful sometimes. I don't know. But the good thing about that is that whenever you're anchoring, you cannot anchor the entire show by yourself. I mean, you always have a partner or something. So we've practiced so many times that me and my partners, what do? We all revise each other's scripts as well. So if anything happens in the middle, like someone has forgotten their lines, the other person can take it through and start speaking. That's what I really like about this. And consequence number 5, you are multitasking like a lot. First, you welcome everyone. As soon as you're done with your script, you run, check your script, see if there are any changes you made because somebody may be late or something like that. Then you also have to keep your smile on your face for like a very, very long time. Yes, how wonderful. Oh, great. Thank you. I mean, truly. The amount of compliments you have to give is also... That performance was a bunch of 3 years old just saying, hi, hello, I'm a flower. I mean, that's good for them. But for the person who has had to do so like about 100 times, after a while, you will be searching for adjectives that you haven't used. Like, great, wonderful, amazing, perfect, grand, fabulous. I mean, there have been times that I've actually had to ask my friends, like, do you have any more adjectives for this performance? And they're like, no, do you? That is also very much. And plus, there are also many times that the crowd does not even care about you. Because, you see, you have been running the show for almost 3 hours now, from the starting till the end, keeping that smile plastered on your face. You cannot feel your cheeks. You have actually forgotten all of your lines, and you have actually lost about 200 calories running up and down the auditorium. But now they won't care. Imagine this. Some people they do the choir. Amazing, well, bravo. As soon as you say something and finish your speech, which was literally very long, they'll be like, okay, fine, bye, thank you, bye bye. What? Some respect, some credit, please. But in the end, it is always an honor to be an anchor, and it also feels amazing because you're the star of the show, and it actually feels great because you do not have to memorize songs or the dance steps. And it's actually pretty great because it gives you a sense of pride and honor. So, thank you all for watching this video, and please tell me if you ever felt that being an anchor is great or whether it's worse, and if I've missed out some points. So thank you all, and bye bye. See you soon.